Gentlemen, welcome to episode 30. Speak on it. I am
Steph
your
Curry
host.
episode?
Steph Curry episode. Hey,
Top Curry episode?
Steph Curry episode. I'm your host,
we
Gary
here.
Oakman. As always, I'm joined by the smoothest man on the planet, Losty Mix. How you living, baby?
People, me and him are laughing because me and him was just talking like dead ass before we turned this pod on, and I was airing out my grievances. Yo, you seen that episode of Seinfeld, Festivus?
Yes.
What? I think the airing of grievances is what, stage 2, part 2. I'm ready for that right now. Can we start Festivus right now? Because what did George's dad say? I got a lot of problems with you people, and today I'm about to let you have it. That's how I feel right now. I got a lot of problems with you people. Today I'm gonna let it out. Man, I'm doing all right, man.
Oh, man.
Nah. Is it because it's the end of the summer and people want to play dumb? You know it.
As always, this show is brought to you by GoingFor2.com. Head over to GoingFor2.com for all your fantasy needs. It is week 1. They will have content daily to help you get right for your fantasy team. What's up, Kyle? How you living?
Wow.
No, research.
How? Research. Yo, how was your weekend, yo? How was your Labor Day weekend?
Dog, they gave us Friday, Monday, and today off. What did I do this weekend? I went to go see my parents. My dad turned 70. My mom turned 62. Went to hang out with them. I made a tomahawk for my old man. It was pretty cool. Today, went to Top Golf, played a little golf with my wife. And other than that, we watched Cruella on Disney Plus. It did not happen.
I liked Cruella. I had a lot of people tell me I was gassing it. Now maybe it's because what's her name? Emma Roberts?
Emma Stone. She's married.
First team all milk. First team all milk. Maybe milk all American. I saw her with that white and black hair. I said, "Oh baby, please take me away. Take me away. That's what I was telling. That's why I was in that theater, man. But of course, I went with a shorty, so I couldn't really verbalize it. The whole time I was watching that movie, I was like, I'm looking at my date. I'm looking at Emma Roberts.
Stone.
I'm looking at my date. I'm looking back at Emma Stone. I'm looking at my date. And I'm looking back at Emma Stone.
I hope she's not watching this. God bless that girl, please.
And I said, yo, if you look like this,
Jesus,
we wouldn't be going on this movie date as two single people. If you look like this, we damn sure wouldn't be sitting in this cheap ass movie theater.
I get on my knees every night and thank God I'm not single because I couldn't survive.
I'm sitting here like, yo, nah, if you look like this, we would not be in this cheap ass movie theater. I
would not survive in these single streets. Oh my God. But the movie, it was good. It just didn't need to be 2 hours. That was my only critique.
You bugging. I wanted to see 2 hours of Emma Stone.
Well, it's on Disney Plus for free now, so you can watch it and stream it all you want.
Oh, it will be watched. It will be watched. Yeah. Yo, bring up the little teleprompter. What we talking about today? Today?
Oh man. Thanks for keeping me in check.
I got you.
So today.
Yeah, people.
We wrapping up the previews today.
Yes, sir. This is it. Yes, people, we waited to the NFC North. We waited into the NFC North. We waited to the last week before the season started to talk about the NFC North because y'all know where I'm about to go here. Yeah, I ain't even got to really go into it before we even go there. Y'all know when it comes to this NFC North breakdown, who I'm picking, who I like to win it, my Super Bowl win. Like that's y'all come on, man. Y'all know what it is.
Yo, take it away.
We also got a little college football we want to talk about. We got a few more awards we want to give out. And of course, we do a little certified lover boy review. Let me tell you something. Yesterday I was on my own IG and I was doing a little bit of a lyric breakdown because I listen to music, you know what I'm saying? I be writing a little music. So, I like to break down lyrics because I like to take myself in the mind of this artist. Something brought you to write this. Man, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
What are we talking about first? What are we talking about first?
Yo, so let's start off, or as the Lions fans are used to, certified loser boy.
No.
Yo, no. Yo, no. Before we even get into it, yo, I was looking at this tweet, right, and it had the 4 NFC North teams and like the banners of everything they've accomplished. So the Packers have 4 Super Bowl rings, and they have like 4 or 5 or 6 like NFL champions. Like before they had the Super Bowl, whatever they were playing with before, the Packers had won a good amount of them. And I was looking at the Vikings. Been to a lot of. They've won the division a lot, choked in the playoffs a lot.
Yes.
So looking at the Bears outside of that 1985 season, it's been spooky for them since. And I got to looking at the Lions. So I looked. Them niggas, they had no accomplishments. They did nothing. They did nothing. They didn't. Look, I'm sitting here like, oh, so this is why every time the Lions make the playoffs, it's a big deal. They generationally stink. Man, I was like, yo, I see why the fans from these three other teams, they hate the Packers. Can't stand them. And I'm always like, yo, what the fuck did the Packers do? They've only just beat the division quite literally all the time. We're like, thank you, Kyle. That was the other one. The Bears back in their early days had a lot of NFL championships. They've only had 1 Super Bowl win, and that was the 85 Bears, which some say top 2, top 3, top 4 defense ever. Yo, that's a good question just to randomly start off.
Okay.
Do you consider NFL championships rings, or do you only consider Super Bowl rings?
I only consider Super Bowl rings, but I wish it was the other way around because the Eagles have a couple NFL championships. But in the modern era, we don't count those, so I just stick to Super Bowls.
Okay. My question is why? Back in those days, those were before the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Those were considered the Super Bowl.
Right.
The NFL had to make the Super Bowl in order to really make, it the grand spectacle of what it is.
The WrestleMania, right?
Before the Super Bowl, the NFL championship was the Super Bowl.
I mean, if we want to write the rule to count it, let's see how many do the Eagles have. Is it 1 or 2? Let's see. Research. How many NFL championships do the Eagles have before their Super Bowl in 2018?
Had to have been like.
I think it's 2 or 3. It might be 1, though. The Vikings are worse, Cal. Shout out to the Vikings for getting stomped in the NFC Championship game after coming to Philadelphia running their mouth.
The Vikings are like generational. Like it's honestly wild when you think about like how some NFL and maybe some NBA teams they may never in the history of their franchise win a title.
Looking at you, Timberwolves.
That's why like when the Raptors won their first championship, I was like, yo, they've won an NBA championship. Why we got to keep going over the fact this is the first one in franchise history? And then it hit me. You look at some teams who ain't never won shit. Then you like, oh, that's why.
That's why. Oh, Cal said the 70s Vikings of the 90s Bills. Yes, the purple pee-pee eaters. Is that Frank Tarkenton?
Frank Tarkenton? Oh,
yeah.
Fam. A lot of I think I was watching Peyton's Places when they said a lot of folks used to have Tarkenton and they like top 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That joke ain't got no ring. Same with Archie Manning. Fam, it feels I kid you not. Every time I watch one of these analyzers on TV talk about Archie Manning, they literally say, that was that dude. Back in his day, that was that dude.
I gotta look at that.
They said he was.
All I know is Archie did a lot of losing in New Orleans.
Hey, Eli did a lot of losing in damn New York.
That's right. And he is not a Hall of Famer.
He's got 2 rings. All right, but let's get into it. What's up, Gerson? What's up, Tomlin? Kyle, as always. Let's get into it. Starting out college football. Good. I like to think it was a good opening week of college games. Matthew, Danny Ocean, what were your biggest takeaways from this opening weekend?
I tweeted this the other night, and the biggest takeaway I have is that as we live and breathe, Chip Kelly is 2-0, and he has a win over a ranked SEC opponent. That's I got a few other things without that. Chip Kelly, 2-0, and beat LSU.
You know what's funny? So, ironically, on my Twitter timeline, I randomly follow a lot of LSU fans. So I don't know if LSU's one of those schools like Bama where motherfucker from Australia will just randomly be an LSU fan. But I'm just seeing all these LSU fans. And I'm like, okay, they was talking big shit. Ain't no way UCLA. Especially after Coach O came in talking that shit as he walked in. But your sissy blue shirt. Everyone was like, yeah, we about to beat up on these California boys. I don't know what's going on.
Throttled.
By the end of that game, I'm telling you, I was just watching the energy shift. They started scoring points. All you could see was 7 of them things. We putting up 7 of them things. UCLA just got to rolling, and they got to rolling, and he got to rolling. And then as soon as that one play happened, when Buddy just threw that shit, as soon as that play happened, everyone said, nah, get Coach O out of here. Get this quarterback out of here. It was like, yo, the only reason why this motherfucker won a national championship is because he had Joe Burrow, he had Joe Brady, and maybe the greatest offense in college football history. Outside of that, buns. He really not that good.
And 5-5 last year looking real suspect.
And I was like, yo, y'all turning up like this after week 1? So that leads me in to my biggest takeaway from the weekend. And I don't want this to be an overreaction Tuesday or overreaction Monday. I'm gonna just say this, and I hope it's not gonna be overreaction. The ACC might be in trouble.
Ooh, yeah.
We might not get a representative into the college football playoff.
Might be y'all.
Look, I love my squad. I am not a delusional fan. Listen, I was watching Clemson and Georgia. And first off, I don't like Georgia, but I'm gonna give them the credit. They played a great game defensively. Offensively, oh boy, stinky. But defensively, played a great game. So I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, yo, if Clemson's really basically losing by a touchdown, what the fuck would anyone else in the ACC do against this defense? It would get spooky. So now I'm thinking, if this is the class of the ACC, if Clemson is the class of the ACC, and I'm not gonna say they're getting throttled, but they didn't look cohesive at all. I'm thinking, oh shit, the ACC might be in trouble. The ACC, because Dabo and them, they're not losing another game this season. Not losing another game this season. No way. No. Not only are they not going to lose a game this season, but they going to score 60 points.
They got to.
They got to now. Which is kind of funny when you look at the landscape of college football. You lose one game.
That's how competitive. And that's trying to keep up with Bama.
Well, no. I think Bama fine because they're in the SEC. Being in the SEC gives you the leeway. You can lose one game by 6 to 3 to 7 points. You're going to be all right. In the ACC, you lose one game, it better be to a non-conference opponent. If it's to a conference opponent, everyone else has to get blown out handedly if you're trying to make the college football playoff. So I started looking at the Big Ten schools, Ohio State, Michigan.
That's the only Big Ten school we acknowledge is Ohio State.
And I'm looking at the Pac-12 schools.
UCLA, USC, Washington lost, Oregon. Yes, Oregon.
And I'm thinking about the Big 12, Oklahoma, Texas, maybe Iowa State. And I'm thinking, y'all ain't got Trevor Lawrence to get you into the college football playoff of a brand name. DJ I'm not going to even try to pronounce
I think
here.
it's with younger delay.
DJU.
DJU.
I'm a believer in you because I like Clemson. Y'all gonna get it together, but I'm gonna tell you like this: y'all better get to blowing folk out. I want Clemson to do well because realistically, I know they're the best chance of the ACC getting into the college football playoff. Can we be honest about that? Is that?
I don't know if Virginia Tech looked great against North Carolina. I was really impressed with you
Did
guys.
Virginia Tech look good, or is North Carolina?
No, I think Virginia Tech looked good. I'm not the kind of person who says a team lost a game. I like to give credit to the team that won the game. So Virginia Tech. Okay. Also, my theory of 3-stripe schools is still holding water.
Oh my goodness!
3-stripe schools.
I'm gonna ask you something. Who took the worst ass whooping? Miami.
It was over after like half of the first quarter. Like at least Louisville, Ole Miss was kind of okay, but dog. Like I was at my parents' house cooking them dinner. Like I stepped outside to start the grill, and I came back, and the game was already out of reach. I was like, man, we done here.
You know, is that not the disheartening part about playing Bama? If you get down 10 points,
you're done.
Done.
You're done.
It's done.
But also, so Louisville got blown out 3 stripes. Miami got blown out 3 stripes. Indiana 3 stripes blown out. Mississippi State had to score like 24 in the fourth quarter to beat Louisiana Tech by 1. Dog. 3-stripe schools. You looking real suspect. UCLA is a Jordan school. They're a Jordan school. This year is their first year of Jordan brand.
Just when I thought they was going to say.
And they were a Under Armour school before that. Then the contract got spooky and they had to transition.
Yeah. I was getting ready to ask you, who do you think will be part of the Big 12 next year? Okay. Cincinnati, easily. It's going to come down, in my opinion, it's going to come down between Cincinnati and Central Florida.
It has to, yeah.
Like, it just, although, the thing I've noticed about the Big 12, it's mostly the middle of the country. What's up, PJ? It's right? Like, the Big 12 is like literally the middle of the country.
I know, because West Virginia's in the Big 12.
Got me. Right. You're right. Okay. No, that makes sense then. Yeah, no. Central Florida and Cincinnati. And why? Because Central Florida and Cincinnati have been the best 2 group of 5 teams probably since the college football's inception. Can we say that?
I would say since like Boise State had that run in like the 2000s, like when what's that guy's name? He's now at Washington. What's that coach's name? And you know what I'm talking about, like that Boise, like when Boise had their run.
I can't remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think his name's like Peter or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, you're right. Okay. Honestly, I don't know if Oklahoma and Texas joining the SEC is going to be what they think it's going to be.
No, it's not.
Like we said a couple weeks ago, whichever one of you jokers gets dropped in the SEC West is going to hate life. Y'all are really going to hate life. Now, whichever jokers ends up in the SEC East.
I mean, you still got Georgia. Like you want Bama or you want Georgia? Who you want?
Georgia. What?
I'm just saying, like it's like neither one of the like both conferences divisions are hard.
Okay. No. I'm actually going to push back against that. I think Georgia way more inconsistent. You're more likely to pull up and play Georgia on an off day than you are to pull up and play Bama on an off day.
That's fair.
Anyway, sticking to the theme of football, of course, in a few days, real football is here. Yes, no more of this conference shit. No more of this play a few good games and a whole bunch of BS games throughout the season. I'm talking real football, real shit talking that matters. Comes back starting Thursday, people. Of course, we're talking about the NFL season. It officially kicks off Thursday. The defending and fraudulent Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers are hosting the Dallas Cowboys, along with a number of other key matchups. I know the Steelers play the Bills. I know the Packers play the Saints. Eagles play the Falcons. Ravens play the Raiders on Monday night. So I say all that to say, Danny Ocean, what matchups are you looking forward to watching this weekend?
So it goes without saying, Eagles and Falcons is number one. And then the other two games, don't even start, dog.
No, wait, stop. That's your number one?
Yeah, of course. I want to see Jalen Hurts.
Yo, Chap, my man said, yo, all these good games, the Eagles and Falcons is where I'm most excited to put my energy.
It's the 1 o'clock game. It's the 1 o'clock window. What good game is the 1 o'clock window?
I'm fucking with you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm like, no, I don't. No. You're not putting the Eagles and Falcons at most anticipated game.
You know what? I'm about to turn this shit off. Thank y'all for joining us. We done.
Not even the Seahawks and the Colts.
No, so for real though, outside of Eagles Falcons, I'm looking forward to Cardinals Titans, and then Browns Chiefs. Like Cardinals Titans is low key going to be a really good game to me.
So my thing with the Cardinals and the Titans I'm with you. I think it's going to be a really good game. Not because it's going to be two what we think good football teams. I think it's going to be because two defenses that are still trying to figure it out, are going to go out there and get their boots smoked. And it's going to be a track meet from A to Z.
That's what I need. I need Derrick Henry to get 20 carries. I need feed Derrick Henry until he's not hungry anymore.
Pause. I'm with you. I have him in a couple leagues. I need that as well. I'm right there. Browns and Chiefs doesn't excite me because all y'all think y'all know how that game's gonna go. Y'all think it's gonna be a track meet. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna tell you right now. It ain't happening, Captain.
Really?
I'll tell you what's gonna happen. Chiefs gonna go up by 25. And they're gonna put them Browns in a position. And it's gonna get spooky from the Chiefs gonna win like 35-14, 35-20.
Wow.
Yeah, nah. My most anticipated matchup. I mean, come on. Packers versus Saints. It's the 425 game.
Yes.
We are traveling on the road to Jacksonville, not New Orleans. We're traveling on the road to Jacksonville to play. And I just feel like this Packers team and our quarterback, they're so hungry to get to that game. Everyone's head's got to get taken off. Starting with these boys from Nolens. Starting with them. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing Jameis Winston at the helm and what he can do with that offense. But it ain't going to be much. Because what you want, Jameis, you want to track me? You ain't got the better offense. You got the better running back. You ain't got the better offense. What, you want a defensive battle? Please. Shut y'all down. First off, you can't have a defensive battle with Aaron Rodgers because it's only a matter of time before something happened, then you upset. All I'm going to say is this. That 425 game, Saints fans, you're going to hate me for 3 hours. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Garrett said, who that? Garrett said, who that?
Yeah, who that? Who that ass whooping coming that way? Hey, someone said, hey, Jameis can see now. Don't sleep. I'm snoozing. Snoozing. What are you talking about? Next game I'm looking forward to seeing. The Rams and the Bears. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Every year they put this game in prime time because of the fact that it's two what we think should be good defenses. And every year it turns into one of the stinkiest football games of the year. Last year they put that game on Monday night, and I was disgusted with how nasty that football game was. Like, it was nasty. Now you're sitting here and telling me that Andy Dalton versus Matt Stafford is going to give me a better football game than that? I'm looking forward to this game because it's going to be stinky, stinky, stinky. And after this game, everyone's going to be like, they traded for that? They traded for that?
The fact that we have to sit here and listen to Matt Nagy tell us that Andy Dalton's going to start should tell it like I wish NBC could just pull this out of prime time. I'm telling you right now, I'm not tuning in to watch Andy Dalton versus Matt Stafford for 3 hours. I'll give you a quarter. I'm going to bed. I got to go to work in the morning.
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Have you seen Andy Dalton play football?
It's hilarious. I'm telling you right now, that game is going to be hilarious. Hilarious.
I'll take your word on that one.
Hilarious.
No, sir.
What's the Monday? Are there 2 Monday? Yo, are they starting off with multiple Monday night games, or is this a year where they're doing just one?
This is a year they're doing just one. It's Ravens at Las Vegas, 8:15, because they usually do the 2.
This year they doubleheader. Which I'm gonna be honest. Don't do that again.
No.
Don't do that. Does that not piss you off that the second one starts at like 10 p.m.? Now I gotta stay up until 1:32 in the morning to watch my fantasy players play? Nah.
To watch the Chargers versus Raiders? Nah, I'm good.
Yo, last year during I believe the Monday night opener was the second Monday night opener was the Steelers versus the Broncos or something like that.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I started watching the game because I had Cortland Sutton playing. Joker got hurt that game, out for the season. When I tell you I was so mad and I just had to go to bed, I was just like, who does this, son? Not him getting injured. Who plays this late at night on a Monday night?
It's not on Monday night. It's not
this
good.
This could have happened yesterday, and I could have been found me somebody else on the waiver. I could have been found someone else on the waiver. Now I got to wait 24 hours. All right. Kyle, was it Steelers Giants? It might have been Steelers Giants. So okay, no, he's right. It was Steelers Giants. That means the Broncos played. Was it the Raiders or?
I think so. I think Cal said it was Broncos Raiders. Question mark. It probably was the Raiders. Those are the only two. It's only the NFC West teams that Chargers, Oakland. It's usually one of those two on the second half of the doubleheader, or Denver.
You know what's funny? There are certain divisions, and I know this is like a TV rights thing. There are certain divisions in the NFL get many, many, many primetime games. NFC East, easily.
Always.
Always. This division's getting 2, 3, 4 primetime games a year. What's next? NFC West?
Yep. Seattle gets a lot of burn.
Okay. Next one. AFC West or NFC North?
AFC West is the Chiefs. The Chiefs get a lot of primetime games. I'm Then the NFC North. The Packers get a lot of primetime love too. Mm-hmm. And that's it.
That's what it was. What's the last one? What's the last one that gets a lot of prime time?
AFC East, Patriots. Nah, they don't get
AFC North. I would say AFC North.
Yeah, Ravens, Steelers. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Crazy as it is, Bengals and Cleveland, just because those fan bases are miserable along with their teams. And they'll tune in to watch an ass whooping just to complain about the ass whooping. Now think about the remaining divisions. That
AFC South.
AFC South. They get one primetime game a year.
And it's a Thursday night game.
Always a Thursday night game.
Or it's a London game.
Oh man. Fam, they might as well ship the Jaguars out to London. Because they get two London games every year. You know why? Because that's the only way people tune in primetime to see them play. Okay. What's another division?
AFC East.
Oh yeah. Let's be honest. You know why? It's Tom Brady effect. Brady effect. Brady ain't there no more.
But you got Josh Allen.
That's only good for the Bills and Chiefs matchups.
And what's the other one? NFC South. They don't get a lot. I mean, the Saints get a lot of love. Falcons don't get any love. Panthers don't get any love.
Bucks are getting love now
because of Tom.
Okay.
What's the last division we forgot? No, that's 8. That's everyone.
No.
Damn, that's 9 fingers.
Let's not do math. I'm confused. Let's not do math.
Let's see North real quick.
Let's move on to the league awards.
Oh, we're adults with bills.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be honest with you, people. I'm decent enough with math. I do a little bit of math for my job here and there, but I do that shit with a calculator. Yeah, it always amazed me how some people were just very good with complex math just instantly. Because I'm the type of dude. I'm 58 times 44. Take this
I have a computer in my pocket that I pay a big bill for.
Yeah, you crazy if you think I'm about to do this shit off the top of my head. But there's some people that pop that shit right up for you. All right, last week we gave y'all a few league awards. This week we're going to finish them up before the start of the season. So this year, people, we're going to be talking about our predictions for the most valuable player, rookie of rookie, and the two rookie of the year awards. So offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year. Right. I'm going to start. I'll start with the MVP because this really should not surprise anyone. I'm going for the double. The double up by Aaron Rodgers. But I'm going to tell everyone right now, I'm picking him because he's my boy. I don't want him to win MVP. Y'all know why?
Why's that?
MVPs don't win Super Bowl MVPs the same season. Check it. When's the last MVP to win a Super Bowl MVP?
That is a nugget of all nuggets. I don't know the answer. Research. Cal.
Don't say Mahomes. He didn't win MVP that year.
That is a nugget.
Go back to the last MVP that won a Super Bowl MVP. I promise you, you really not going to want your favorite player from your favorite team to win the MVP. I promise you. I promise.
That's fair. My MVP, I can't believe I'm saying this, especially after what I said about this man 365 days ago. Josh Allen, I'm in. I'm all in, baby. I'm all in. Josh Allen. MVP.
You drinking all the Josh Allen Kool-Aid?
I'm here.
I'm all for it too. You know why? Because if Josh Allen wins the MVP, I can almost count out the Bills ain't going to the Super Bowl, which means I'm telling y'all, there's only one dude I really want to meet in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl, I should say. That's them dudes from Kansas City. To beat the best, you got to beat the best. And I want my GOAT to beat that man in the Super Bowl so it will be undeniable who the greatest of all time is. I don't want to look. Brady, we all know Brady's the most accomplished of all time. He ain't the greatest. He's the most accomplished. When we talk about greatest from top to bottom, I'm talking talent-wise, make every throw from any direction. Aaron Rodgers is him. Need him to get the Super Bowl, beat Mahomes to prove it. We play him this year in the regular season at Kansas City. So we'll see it then too. But it's always a little bit more antsy when it's the game. All right. Offensive rookie of thank you, Kyle. Before we move on. So Kyle, with the piece of the nugget of research right here, Kurt Warner in 99 was the last MVP to also win the Super Bowl. That was the greatest show on turf that some consider maybe one of the greatest offenses ever. Okay.
What's next?
I need people to really let that sink in. The last MVP to win the Super Bowl that same season was in 1999. Some of y'all watching weren't even born then. Some of y'all watching probably didn't even know the concept of football at that time. So next time you choose your favorite player from your favorite team to win MVP, basically you're saying you don't want to win a Super Bowl. I'm over the MVP awards. My man's got enough of them. I need another ring. Because he wins another ring, he's going to retire off in sunset. And here we are to the Jordan Love era. That's all I want. That's my idea.
That's all you want.
Let's talk about the offensive rookie of the year, though. Who you got?
Kyle Pitts. I was going to pick a quarterback, but I really don't see the only ones I could see maybe are Trey Lance and Justin Fields. If they are not the starters week one, that's going to be a hard ask for them. That's a lot of ground to make up, especially if they don't start until week 3 or 4. If Kyle Pitts is the man y'all tell me he is, with that kind of handicap, he should be offensive rookie of the year.
Okay, that's okay. Am I crazy for the man I'm getting ready to say?
Probably.
Mac Jones.
You are crazy.
Mac Jones.
Who?
Mac Jones, starting quarterback for the New England Patriots.
Explain yourself.
I think Mac Jones is going to have a little bit step down of a season that Justin Herbert had last year. He don't have the offensive weapons, so he ain't gonna break all of Justin Herbert's records. He gonna put them in position to win enough games that people are gonna be like, "Yo, this brother is legit."
Okay.
Gonna put the Patriots in a position where we got to go and get him some more legit weapons.
I like it.
It's a dark horse.
I like it.
I just start thinking about, because I know they took a lot of receivers in the first round. I think some of those receivers are in situations where I think it might take them a little bit of time. The only one of the receivers that were taken that I could really see breaking out and winning Offensive Rookie of the Year,
Devonta. Say his name. Say it louder.
Devonta Smith, because the Eagles are so void of any true one wide.
No, don't backhand us like that. Don't backhand us.
They are so void of a true number one that if that guy breaks out and becomes the number one receiver that we all know him to be, boy, they're gonna throw the ball to him like 12 to 15 times a game.
Start that,
because who the hell else they got to throw the ball?
Don't do that. We have Dallas Goedert. We have Zach Ertz, Miles Sanders.
Yo, I've been hearing in camp though that Zach Ertz he's not been looking bad. Some people think he might return to his
A-Dog. I know we ran a whole bunch of 12 personnel, but hey, if Ertz and Goddard are clicking, who am I to say stop it?
Okay. You do know this is not 2017, right?
Hey, man, I'm just trying to win.
Yo, you know I dated a girl from Philly, right?
I don't know. Why did you break up with her?
No. Oh, my brother. I love this girl. She was like, I thought I was going to marry her. Let's just put it like that. Oh, now, if you know me.
I know you.
You know how I feel about marriage.
I know.
And for the people who don't know, I'm not against marriage because I believe that marriage works. I just don't believe that humans are really that monogamous. But that's a conversation for another time. I wanted to marry this girl. She had other plans. She got me to fuck up out of here. But during our time together, kid you not, the Eagles were good. Good. Like good to the point where my slander could only go but this far.
Mm-hmm.
But this far. We broke up 2018. Not we broke up. She broke up with me. I want everyone to know. She left me. Yes, people. To this day, I still think she crazy as hell for it, but it is what it is. So she breaks up with me 2018. That same Eagles team has steadily declined worse and worse and worse since. To a point, I think one day I was randomly talking to God, and I asked him, yo, are you punishing the city of Philadelphia for this woman leaving me? If so, I just don't know if that's fair. I don't know if that's really fair. Like, can we cut him a little bit of slack so the 76ers became good? So months ago, I'm having a slight conversation with God, and I'm like, look at God out here working. He about to give the city of Philadelphia hope. Number 1 overall seed, NBA playoffs. They got maybe an MVP candidate, and these jokers lose in the second round. So I'm sitting here like, yo, I'm having another quick conversation with God, and I'm like, yo, we might have to leave Philly alone, God. She left me 3 years ago, and I think I'm over it.
Dog, you going down.
I think I'm over. I think we can leave her alone now. Okay. That's
just one question. Is she single now?
So, I think she still is.
Well, what does Biz say? What does Biz say on the Twitter machine about shooting your shot?
You know what? It's crazy because I was thinking about this earlier today. I was watching a pod, and the dudes were just talking about like old flings that like really, really hurt them. You know, we all got that girl that, you know. I was thinking back to old Shorty from Philly, and I was like, yo, that was really 2018. Like that was around this time, 2018. She broke up with me like a few days after Mac Miller died. And if you know me, I fucking love Mac Miller. That's one of my, well, I'm not afraid to say it, greatest white rapper ever. I don't know who that guy from Detroit is. I don't know him.
We don't respect him.
We don't respect him. So Mac Miller always been the GOAT white rapper to me. So Mac Miller passed away. Shorty left. Son, that was a dark time in my life. I'm thinking, I was like, yo, that was 3 years ago. Lord.
Shorty, come back to D. The city of Philly needs you to step up. He's a good looking guy. Like, you know. He has a nice fade.
Yo, no, you're not trying to use this girl to get the Eagles back in good.
He has a good paying job.
Yo, chat, yo, people, y'all out here hearing this? This man ready to get me heartbroken again, so the Eagles can win.
He makes a good lemon pepper salmon.
Yo, not the lemon pepper salmon, not the lemon pepper salmon.
Yo, dog, be quiet. I'm trying to help you out here.
Not the lemon. Let me tell you something. I don't even know. Okay, I think this is what's wild. I think back to it like some days I ask myself, would I get back together with her today if I had the opportunity? And I'm like, yo, I don't even know if I'm still that same person that she dated back then. Back then, that Joker, not only was he a little bit more optimistic about the world, he was naive about what he don't know once you become an adult in this world.
You know what this sounds like to me? It sounds like you have the DM already written, but it's saved in your drafts. Send it.
I got multiple. Look, mind you, after that girl broke up with me, I'm not gonna cap. I was begging for her not to leave. Begging. Son, I was. Okay, it's the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let it go. I was chatting with her friends. One of her good friends some months ago. He's a. I shouldn't have done that. He's gay. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to say it. He's a gay man. They're best friends. Me and him chatting. And I was like, and it had been like 3 years since I had seen him. I hadn't seen him since like before me and her broke up. So you know me. I said, yo, it's nice to see you. I got left, so I just didn't think I'd see you again. It was like, I tried to tell her not to leave. She headstrong. Okay. And it made sense to me because when I was begging for her not to leave, boy, she did not budge. And it's not like I was treating her wrong. We off that though. We don't need to go there. This is a sports podcast. We good. Defensive rookie of the year. Defensive rookie of the year. Who you got?
Gregor Rousseau, defensive end, Buffalo.
Really?
Yes, I feel like Buffalo is going to go up big. They're going to suffer from the same thing the Chiefs do. They're going to go up big. Teams in obvious passing situations. And Oliver is a monster in the middle. Rousseau's going to have a lot of one-on-one. I would not be shocked if he got 7.5, 8 sacks his rookie year. He might even flirt with 10.
Really? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know a good candidate for defensive rookie of the year.
It was between him and J.C. Horn for me. It was between those two guys.
That was the cornerback, right?
Yeah, he's in Carolina.
See, my only thing about picking for me, it's always been easier to pick offensive rookie of the year before a defensive rookie of the year because an offensive rookie of the year, they making plays instantly, obviously because they score more. Defensive rookie, it's like part of me thinks Micah Parsons can be really, really good.
Yes.
Another part of me is like, yo, in order for him to have a breakout defensive year, the entirety of the Cowboys defense has to be better. Or else, how many defensive rookie of the years are on terrible defensive teams?
Probably not many, unless you're just that much of a force. Right, like Quentin Williams for the Jets. He's a force.
But some might say that Jets defense wasn't terrible.
That's
it was
true.
the offense that was the problem. So I think if I had to choose anyone, I'm gonna say Micah Parsons from the Cowboys to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, but it's hard with Defensive Rookie of the Year because it dead ass can come from Jacksonville.
Yeah,
It could be just because like a team just gets better on defense, and it came because of one rookie. So they're gonna be like, "Oh no, this is the Rookie of the Year." And you're just like, okay. And what else about league awards, man? Are we good with football? We
still got to talk about the NFC North.
Oh, we do got to talk about the NFC North.
How could I forget?
How could I forget? I was trying to save the people so they didn't have to hear me go into my Super Bowl talk. Oh my gosh! All right, so let's break down the NFC North. Eric Stokes, Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
Kyle, I like that because he was our first round cornerback. It's just hard for me to think a Packers defense is going to be anywhere in the top 13, but I could see it.
The Eagles are going to have a top 13 defense. You heard that here first. Keep going.
Are we lying? Okay. So for this NFC North preview, let's discuss each team's record.
Yeah.
Let's discuss the division winner.
Yeah.
I think for this week, let's go with the biggest storylines as well. I don't want to take up too much time. We got some other things to talk about. Each team's record, division winner, biggest storyline. I will let you go first, sir.
So this is one of the easier divisions, right? Because it belongs to the Packers. I'm gonna go worst to best in their division records. I have the Lions at 3-14, 1-5 in the division. They are going to be putrid. The Lions are going to be absolutely putrid this year, and I'm tired of them getting Thanksgiving games because they don't deserve to be on TV during Thanksgiving. Vikings 5-12, 1-5 in the division as well. I got the Bears going 7-10, 4-2 in the division, and then I got the Packers 14-3 sweeping the division. Y'all can go 6 in the division. I don't see there's not one team in that division that can do anything to y'all one way or the other.
Oh wow. It is wild how like we're very, very, very similar on records. First off, we have the same order, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I actually gave the Lions one more win than you. I have them at 4-13. I think they're with them being 1-5 in the division. Like one of those 4 wins is gonna come against the Bears. I don't know why.
Like it's just going to be something random.
Yeah, just something random. I had the Vikings. I think I was with you. I have the Vikings at 5-12. I like them. I got them 2-4 in their division.
Okay.
Look, man. What about the Vikings really tells you this is a 9, 10, 11 win team? Because that's the one thing about the Vikings. They're either going to win a couple of games or they're going to win a whole bunch of games, both of which are going to end up in the same result. Nothing. So they're going to win a lot or lose a lot for no damn reason. And that is being a Minnesota Vikings fan. So I like the Vikings 5-12, 2-4 in the division.
Okay.
I like the Bears to finish 8-9, 4-2 the division. Get this. I like them to get there. I like them to be like 3-9, and I like them to win 5 straight.
Okay.
Like, and I think it's going to be because Justin Fields comes in, replaces Andy Dalton, goes undefeated.
If that happens, Matt Nagy shouldn't walk out of the building in week 18. He should be fired. You waited that long to enter Justin Fields. What are you watching at practice? Get him out the paint. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Then, of course, come on now. Have the Packers win the division. I have us at 11-6, and I have us 5-1 in the division.
Okay.
I mean, being a Packers fan, I kind of know, like, we the type to drop a random divisional game at Detroit, at Minnesota. I'm not gonna say Chicago. We beat them there and at home. Well, it's usually at Detroit or at Minnesota. We'll just get like one of those teams are just randomly going to play as well. It's usually at the Vikings because Dalvin Cook we can't stop the run. Dalvin Cook just goes 200 plus 4 touchdowns. Now I'm sitting here like, how the fuck do y'all get paid to play defense? But, like, yo, come on. Does that not make you mad? Like your team's getting run. Look, I can take a quarterback throwing all over you because sometimes the throws are just that accurate. You can't do nothing about it. But
Trust me.
Running back going for like 160, 170, 180. I'm sitting here like, God damn. Like, at what point do you just fuck the pass? Tackle. Like, just tackle.
As an Eagles fan who has watched his secondary get eaten alive the past 3 years, I'd rather see someone run all over me than word. It's 101, running down a route. We're gonna put 7 up real quick.
No, this is why. Because sometimes when someone's just passing all over you, it's because scheme-wise, they're putting your secondary in a position where like it's just hard. It's just hard, especially because if you're passing all over someone, that means you're matching up so well against them. You just got to have better athletes. But if, like, they're just running all over you, part of me says a smidge of that is just pure effort. It's a smidge of it. It's just like pure effort. Last year's NFC Championship game, Raheem Mostert, 220, 4 touchdowns. Son, after like touchdown 2, like, son, they not passing the ball. Don't like. What are we doing? All we need is one safety up high, bring the other safety down, and come on, bro.
Load the box, man.
Load the box.
Cal Shanahan is one of the best run game coordinators in the history of the planet. So,
biggest storylines of the NFC North.
Biggest storyline for me, of course, is Aaron Rodgers. Is this his last ride? But a funny storyline for me to watch is Kirk Cousins' COVID vaccine denial and how that's going to derail the Viking season because that bad boy is coming.
Yeah. So you think that? Do you think the Vikings are going to be the first team to forfeit a game and lose?
I don't know if they're going to be the first. I just know that we're going to see a headline that says Kirk Cousins and something COVID related. Not that he catches COVID, that he's probably going to have to quarantine and miss a game, and it's going to derail the Viking season. COVID and Kirk Cousins are going to derail the Viking season.
Okay. I think my biggest storyline, and this is going to surprise some fans, especially because this is our supposed rival. I think the biggest storyline is going to be Justin Fields is going to start way too late and go undefeated. And I'm not going to go as far as to say Matt Nagy is going to be fired. I definitely think Miss Hallis is definitely going to have some conversations with Matt Nagy after this season. Like, you waited till when to start this, brother, and he never lost the game? Can you explain that a little bit further for me?
Yeah.
Like, can you explain? Like, what do you like as a coach? What do you tell the owner? They have to like, yo, we paying you 10 to 15 million. We drafted a quarterback. We had this quarterback fall to us, and we were dead in the water. You then decided to start him, and he didn't lose a game. What were you not seeing in practice before you started him that made you? You gonna have to make up.
The Bears' bye week is week 10.
The Bears?
Their bye week is week 10. So they're gonna have 9 games.
Telling you what I say. They were going to be 3-9, and they were going to win 6 straight, or 4-9. They're going to win 4 straight. I'm trying to tell you. What else about the NFC North? Anything else?
All I got is a breakout players. T.J. Hawkinson, Lions fans. Him and DeAndre Swift are going to be your only
offense.
That's it.
Only offense. I picked up T.J. Hawkinson actually in the league. And even then, I was kind of like, I'm kind of nervous about this.
Yeah.
But when I started reading about like how they're planning on using them, I just started thinking about, who the fuck else do they have on the Lions?
Who else Jared Goff won't throw it to?
Yeah, they better, man. T.J. Hawkinson might go crazy this year.
And then my division MVP. This one's for you. I was thinking about you, Devontae Adams.
No. Put him in the MVP. Put him in the MVP. Let me tell you something. If Devontae Adams gets close to 18 touchdown receptions this year, at what point do we have to talk about a wide receiver winning potentially NFL?
That we do. I'm thinking 1,200 yards, 18 TDs.
No, I'm thinking 1,300 yards and 15 TDs.
That's very MVP-ish.
And I'm like, think about it. The dude scored 18 last year. He had multiple games like 2, 3, 4 touchdowns. what the fuck do you do when someone like at what son? Could you imagine being a DB coach and your same corner just keeps getting burned by the same dude over and over? At what point you just got to be like, yo, I don't pray, just pray out there, just pray.
Jam him, and if that doesn't work, get the pass interference.
Every single time. Now, if I was back when I was a DB, way a long time ago, DB coach used to say, "Look, if you know you getting beat on the play, giving up a touchdown, grab him, just grab him, grab him. We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later. Grab him,
get that
yeah. All right." I think that's all the football we got to. So I know we had a few other things we wanted to chat through as we kind of wrap this baby up. So I'm going to ask some questions. Get your thoughts, right? So quick hit. $500,000 dinner. I mean, $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z. So
for those who wanted, this came from me because I'm tired of this stupid ass question popping up on Twitter. The question is, would you take dinner with Jay-Z or would you take some sum of money? This time it's $500,000. And to you morons who keep saying dinner with Jay-Z, the dinner's going to go. He's going to say, "Oh, you had a chance to get $500,000. Take the money, dumbass." Like I don't understand why we keep having this conversation. Always take the money.
Yo, first off, I'm with you. I'm taking the damn money. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if you had dinner with Hov and you ask him, "Yo, how could I get $500,000?" He gonna look at you and say, "You should lose 92 bricks and start rapping about it."
Yep. Sell drugs and rap about it, kid.
Sell drugs and rap about it.
Or you can take the money up front instead of sitting here eating with me.
Yo, what if at the dinner he tells you, "I have a crazy good business opportunity that would bring you a ROI of over 200%. All we need is an initial investment of $500,000. Tell me you're not sitting there. You just go sit there like,
"Damn, how can I get $500,000?
How can I get $500,000?
I gotta apply for a mortgage with no house to buy."
Yeah, I don't really. I know people say he like. First off, what makes these people think that Jay-Z is the type to talk while eating dinner?
Thank you. And what makes you think he gonna tell you how to make $500,000? He can do it himself. What he gonna tell you?
He got enough money. He gonna want to see some people eat. But is he gonna want to talk about that while eating dinner?
No.
I ask people, "Yo, what do you want to talk about when you eating dinner?" Because making $500,000 is not what I'm trying to talk about.
Not what I'm trying to talk about at all.
All right. Over the weekend, or yesterday, I believe, or maybe 2 days ago, CM Punk and Bryan Danielson made their AEW debut.
And
Adam Cole. So
Rudy, not Rudy Rose, it's Rudy Soho. She also made her AEW debut.
Amen to that. Shout out to Ruby Soho. So is AEW now ahead of WWE?
So WWE is gonna make money hand over fist regardless, right? But if we're talking about entertainment value, did you see Mick Foley's video today? Yeah, Mick Foley got on the Facebook like an old man and said WWE's in trouble because they don't know how to handle talent, i.e. Bianca Belair. Still treat her and do her right, Vince. I know you listening. Yeah, WWE's in trouble. They're not in trouble from a financial standpoint because they're going to sell their merch. They're going to sell their shows. They got their TV deals. But from an entertainment standpoint, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd rather watch AEW over Raw or SmackDown any day.
It's hard for me to say anybody's over the WWE because they're the big dog. And I think they're such a big dog that everyone wants to see them not be number one. But they are the big dog. They're like, AEW, they're having to do all this stuff. They're having to do all like this entertaining stuff. Why? Because they got to try to catch the big dog. The only way you try to catch the big dog is you got to get names you got to bring something to help gain steam on the big dog. The problem with the big dog is all he got to do is one or two things new, innovative. It takes one more step ahead of you. I think that's where WWE is. Vince knows Oh, AEW over there doing that? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's bring back Brock Lesnar. Why?
Yeah. Well, see that you can only do that so many times because I don't care about Brock Lesnar anymore. I know you get excited when Brock comes. I don't care about Brock anymore. I don't care about these old dudes.
See, we're in the minority here. Man, there's people out here, they hear that Brock Lesnar music.
They get hyped. I know.
All right. Certified Lover Boy came out.
Yes, sir.
What's your 1 to 10 scale review on it?
I'll give it a 6.5, 7. I thoroughly enjoyed Certified Lover Boy. 7 a.m. Brittle Path. That is nothing but Kanye disses. Like that is just heat.
That is
nothing but dagger thrown at him.
Why he do that to you?
Yo, that is nothing but dagger.
Get that address to your driver.
Tell him come see. I said my chest, and then somehow, some way, he got 2010, 2011 Lil Wayne to show up for You Only Live Twice. Because my God, he burned the track to the ground.
But in Wayne's defense, he's been on a run with the features. Like I would say, since my ex left me, Wayne has been crazy.
Really?
I gotta send you some of these features he's been on over the last couple of years. But Wayne been on a tear. Had me like, yo, Wayne.
Like, it almost made me forget.
But now you getting there again?
It almost made me forget about the red hat incident.
You know he did that to get a pardon, right?
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Do what you gotta do.
You don't remember that? You don't remember that?
No, it was so long ago, man.
You don't remember like that? There was a period of we're talking about Wayne, right? We're not talking about Kanye.
Yeah, I'm talking about
it was like right before Trump got out of office, he pardoned Wayne for something.
Oh, okay. Well, then do what you got to do, man. Jail.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. I think it's Drake. He don't make bad music. It's Drake.
Does not.
He always gonna give you like 4 or 5 heaters. No matter how long the album, you need 4 or 5 heaters. So I think from that I liked it. He gave me he gave me some records that I was like, okay, Drake, okay. I would say Pipe Down is like one of Pipe Down is like my record, but it's because I was doing this on my IG yesterday. When I started breaking down the lyrics to Pipe Down, I was like, yo, this guy's a super villain. This guy is a super villain.
He's going to
he was on that track and he said, yo, I can't believe you put this on your mother's life because you're not here and she's still alive. And I'm sitting there like, Drake. Why you gotta say that, Drake? Why you do that?
Minutes.
My man was on there. Was like, yo, why does your ex think we beefing? He can't even look me in the eyes. He fell off twice. Goddamn, Drake! What he do? What he did to that? Yo, he was on the fucking fans track. He said, you ain't been happy in a while. And I can see it. I can see it in your boyfriend's eyes at his show. I'm like, that was like, Drake is evil. Like, and the thing about it is, there's such pointed bars. I'm like, yo, he is talking to somebody. This is directed at somebody.
He is talking to somebody.
Drake.
Yo, keep it up, Drake.
After I broke down some lyrics on my IG yesterday, I had like 10, 15 people like hit me up and was like, yo, you need to start doing this. And I was like, guys, like, I could just bring back my YouTube channel.
You had a YouTube channel?
Man, yo, like a couple years ago, before quarantine, I had like a kind of a vlog channel. I had a few vlogs.
Oh yeah, you did. I remember that. Yeah.
And then quarantine happened, and then I was just like, "What the fuck am I going to vlog in quarantine for?" That I want people to see, but I was like, "Yeah." The thing is, I do lyric breakdowns all the time in my house, listening to music. I was listening to Donda, so I actually have I have 2 versions of Donda. I have the version from the listening show in Chicago, I believe. No, from Atlanta. No, I have the version from the listening part in Atlanta. Then I have the version he released. So the version he released, clean, no cuss words.
Mm-hmm.
The version from the listening party, very not clean, very filled with cuss words. Son. So when I'm breaking when I listen to the version with cuss words for like the 4th, 5th time the other day, and there was a few records on there. I was like, yo, Kanye, like you couldn't have made it more obvious who you was talking about. He was on one track and was like, yo, ask Kim, what do you love? I was like, he was on one track and he was like, yo, don't matter. You ain't never gonna be better than my ex though. I was like, damn. Yo, Kanye, you can't just tell all these women that you dating they don't look better than Kim Kardashian. They already know, dog. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They already know what the fuck are you talking about.
It was foul though what he did with the 3 Stacks verse though.
Oh,
because that 3 Stacks verse was,
oh man,
chef's
kiss. The thing about it was, okay, I'm in the minority. I don't think he really owed 3 Stacks the explanation. I think it's my track.
If it's a normal track, sure, but this is a track where like Andre is talking to Kanye's mother, saying, "Hey, can you talk to my mom in heaven?" It is a very emotional and spiritual verse. Like I think on that context, yeah, you might want to say, "Dog, I'm turning this into a diss track."
I still have to disagree.
Really?
My thought is like, okay, yeah, this is what originally I had planned for this song, right?
Right.
Then I heard the beat again, and I'm hearing your voice, and I'm hearing your verse, and you snapping. But where my mind goes is I start really writing for this because I can tell Ye wrote his verse. Ye wrote his verse for this one. Ain't well, no ghostwriters no. Ye wrote his verse on that. I could tell he heard that verse. I mean, he heard Andre's verse, and he started writing himself. He said, "Hey, dog, I ain't really got a lot to say about. I don't particularly have a lot to say about my mother on this particular beat. I've just finished making 22, 21 other songs with her in mind. This one, I'm gonna just rap and see where it go." He just, as soon as he got the writing, Drake is where his energy went. Yo, Kanye, I'm going to tell you right now, you do not need to be gang banging at that age. Do not be claiming no gangs at that age, Kanye.
Well, let's also not forget, Drake is still sitting on a record that Jay Prince told him not to release because it would ruin his career and his livelihood. So calm down, Ye. Hey, dog, listen. Jay Prince is like an OG.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to call cap there. Let me tell you why. That is, you've ever seen that episode of Fresh Prince when Will was trying to teach Ashley how to fight and he was teaching her that acting crazy? That's what I think is going on here.
I don't know, man.
Yo, I'm going to threaten you with a record that can fuck your life up. This nigga ain't got nothing in the tank.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't believe you, but what? Jay Prince ain't got no reason to lie.
He got half a verse on a beat, and he getting it off, but he probably just didn't finish it. He probably got about a solid minute and a half though, of like some hurtful bars. Probably he was upset after he heard Life of Adidon and was like, "Oh, Push, I got you. Yay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you." And then after a minute on the beat, he stopped it and he was like, "Nah, I'm not doing it."
If Jay Prince had not asked, that's the thing for me. Like, if Jay Prince says, "Hey, man, if you release this, you are crossing lines that you can't come back from, and you might ruin this man's life." And we know what Jay Prince is referencing because we know what Drake is referencing because Drake has been referencing this since Scorpion. He just hasn't said it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. First off, Jay Prince, men get cheated on all the time. What are you talking about?
Say what? Men get cheated?
Men get cheated on all the time, Jay Prince. Yeah, not every man dates her. Not every man marries her.
Hey, he rolled with people that I don't want any problem with. If he said
if that record would have dropped that you talking about, I'm gonna tell you what would have came back. Kanye would have been like, Push, come here real quick.
See, but that's some host stuff. You can't have Push come fight your battle for you.
That was the original person who gave him the real diss record. That was Let me tell you something. The story of Adidon. That hurts my feelings. So I can only imagine I can only imagine how Drake felt. Kanye didn't write that. That was all Push. So you think that if Drake, because if Drake come back out, he ain't shooting at only Kanye. He giving Push some bars too. So you think Push ain't gonna be like,
Push,
buddy. Push away. Like, oh, buddy.
Drake, leave Push out. Just go straight for Ye's throat. Release that track.
But what is that really gonna do?
I don't care.
You're right. I don't either.
I'm just here to listen.
All right. Last thing. So a couple days ago, me and you, we had our fantasy football draft for my league. Gotta ask you, how are you feeling about? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I have a draft at 8:30, and I just found out. Guess what pick I have?
1 overall.
Number 1 overall. This is the second draft. Yo, I'm in 5 fantasy football leagues. 5.5. One of them is like a work league, and it's like we have co-managers.
Okay.
But so I'm really in 5.5, and 2 of them I have number 1 overall pick. You take Dalvin Cook overall, number 1 overall. Have you seen anyone take Dalvin Cook number 1 overall?
It's usually McCaffrey Cook.
Okay. I've had a few people. I had one person tell me, yo, I had number 1 overall pick, and I took Alvin Kamara. And I was like, okay. I'm taking Christian McCaffrey number 1 overall. But anyway, back to our conversation. So me and you, we had our draft in my fantasy league a couple days ago, and I wanted to get your thoughts on, your team, and
So how many is it 9 or 10 teams?
10 teams.
I think I am forecast to finish 4th or 5th.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Barely making the playoffs. And I do not understand why. I am so confident in this team. Like, this team is so stacked, in my opinion. I got your boy Aaron Rodgers.
Can I say something?
I thought about you.
People. It's a couple days ago. We're in the draft. Aaron Rodgers on the board. And at this point, I have built a roster where I'm like, yo, if I get Aaron Rodgers, this team's taking the fuck off. And right as I'm getting ready to, I have him queued up, and I'm like, yo, no one's looking at quarterbacks. He's right here. Aaron Rodgers goes off the board. Son, when I tell you I threw a fit in my house, boy, go ahead.
I was stroking the wisdom beard because I was looking at because with the second pick, like, you pick back to back, and then it's like a drought. So my fear was the run was going to happen and I was going to miss. So I started the run. Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, Chris Carson, A.J. Brown, Amari Cooper, Delaney Waller, and in my flex for now I got Odell Beckham.
You better hope Odell come back.
Don't worry, I got the remedy. If Odell get hurt, I got Raheem Mostert on the bench. I got Noah Fant on the bench. I got Jalen Waddle on the bench. I got McCole Hardman on the bench.
That team, it's definitely a formidable team. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a formidable team. I think my roster is better though.
Because you got Lamar, right? Like, I got Aaron and you got Lamar.
No, brother. I had to get Dak Prescott.
That's right.
Off the board. So people listen to this one. I got Dak Prescott. I got Derrick Henry. I got Gus Edwards, DK Metcalf, Mike Evans, George Kittle, Adam Thielen. Then off my bench, I got what's the Javonte Williams, the rookie running back from Denver, Tyler Boyd, Curtis Samuel, James Conner, Henry Ruggs, Cole Kmet, and Zach Wilson.
That's it. Yo, so you took Henry Ruggs. Because I had Henry Ruggs queued up. And someone snatched him like one pick before, so it was you. So I was heated. Yo, Henry.
That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. The Ravens did sign Le'Veon Bell.
I think they did to the practice squad, right?
He was on the practice squad?
I think they already signed him to the practice squad. Let me check.
I'm going to be honest with you, Victor. I got to see Le'Veon play before I'm like, yo, that's a definite fantasy pickup. That's why I'm sticking with Gus Edwards. I think he's been in the offense long enough to where he's going to be the workhorse. The only thing about the Ravens is, in my opinion, no matter what running back you have from the Ravens, the best running back is going to be Lamar Jackson. So you're already getting sniped just off of that. So yeah, RB2 is going to be who. But I can tell you right now, if James Conner turns out to be what he should be, I might be in a good spot. All right, man. That's all I got. That's all I got for today. It's a little bit long of a pod. But I think the people out here, the listeners, they messing with the pod. So shout out to everyone. We've been getting some love too. Like we've been peeping all the people who've been downloading, listening, commenting, hollering at us, whether it's on Twitter, IG. So just want to say we salute the love, man. We on episode 30. Can't even believe it. Episode 30, and people really rocking with us. And we just taking it one day at a time. We just up here having fun, people. We just up here having fun.
Speaking of love, Thursday, happy anniversary to my wife. 3 years of marriage, 9 years of being together.
Yes, sir.
That's time.
Yeah, shout out, Miss LG. She know. People, there will be no pod next week.
Yes.
No pod next week. I'm gonna be out of town. I'm gonna be doing some things. We're not gonna be able to pod next week. So next week's gonna be a down week. So we'll see you guys for a little bit after week 2 in the NFL. So next time you see us, we'll be having 2 weeks under our belt, and we'll be ready to talk about some things.
Yes, sir.
Danny, anything else? What's your socials? Shout out your socials.
MattAds14 on Twitter. All we do is crack jokes and have fun over here.
Hey, you already know. Follow your boy at LosDMix on IG and Twitter. I also want to shout out the girl. I don't know. Matter of fact, I gotta find her. I gotta find her IG. I gotta find her IG. I want to shout out this particular woman that I started following yesterday on IG. That's my alarm telling me I got a draft in 10 minutes, by the way. This girl, her IG name is the.girl.wi.the.serpent.tattoo. I want to shout you out on our platform here at Speak On It, because I saw your video on the timeline.
Oh no!
of you using your thighs to choke somebody out, and I'm telling you right now, hey, that's my energy. I need some of that. I don't know how much I gotta pay to get some of that action, son. She wrapped her quads around him and got to counting. And boy, I was like, oh, I need some of that. Oh my goodness. I almost hit the strip club that night. Yo, that's why I gotta say. That's why I say out of strip clubs. Yo, last time I went to a strip club, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Last time I went into a strip club, man, I spent like half my paycheck. I spent like half a paycheck. I was so in love with this girl. I was so in love. She was like, "Do you want a lap dance?" Yes. I said, "Yes, I do. Yes, I do." My damn it, she said it's gonna be like amount money, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, "Nigga, are you serious?" and my body said, "Yes."
That's it.
Boy. I don't know how you rappers do it. So it took me 6 months to financially recover from that night.
Oh my God. Good night, everyone.
Okay. That's all. That's all I got. Yo, I'm gonna have some women hit me up after this episode. Oh,
You got the
all right.
everyone in the street trying to choke you out. Lord have mercy.
Yo, if I can have somebody's daughter choke me out with her thigh, oh boy.
Peace.
Yo, much love, people. Thanks for showing up. Go Hokies, baby. Go Hokies. We'll see y'all in a few weeks.
Later.
Speak on.